Hi everyone. So today we're going to review some strong website homepage examples. And we're doing this because we want to make sure that our homepage is essentially the overarching framework and site of usability for a website. If the homepage isn't engaging, if it's not laid out and well designed, and if it's not user friendly, then no one will continue to explore that website because they'll either get frustrated or not be interested or be sent to broken links and so forth. And so we want to make sure that our home pages are essentially the exterior of our home, right? And so if you just, walk up to somebody's house and there's weeds everywhere and paint is chipping off and there's a bunch of clutter in the front yard and so forth, you probably are reticent to walk in. And so this is the same for a homepage for a website. Remember, it is vital not to overlook the role of a website's homepage because this is where people start and this is where they go when they need to navigate quickly between various pages on that website. So I thought that maybe we should look over a few examples of homepages that I think work very well. One that I have found in the past to work very nice is the website Kind. And so this website, as you can see, has a very clear, kind of clean and crisp homepage. What's nice about it is it obviously one of the main features for this website and the goal and purpose for this website is to buy products. And so you'll see that their first top link is shop and provides you with a variety of different areas in which you could shop and hard to find items. But then it also provides you with links to how you might enjoy the products that they make. And so they have a button that says explore snack options, and then it gives you various different types of options. Fuel for running, fuel for breakfast, and so on and so forth. You'll notice if you've been working with Wix or Weebly that this layout is either Wix or Weebly based on just the layout of it, the use of buttons to be able to send you to certain areas on their website, and so on and so forth. Then it has a mini page for the snack club and then their mission. And it allows you then over onto the side to search, to create a profile so that you can shop and so forth. But what I think is most interesting about this also is that while it's a scrolling Wix or Weebly website, it has a very nice use of image and then white space and then areas of like buttons that are inserted so that you can go and click on various types of product. Allows you to have, it breaks it up based on product to say sales or specials, but then it also gives you an overview of like, well, why would you want to eat their product? What does it provide for you? What might you want to learn more? And so forth. And so this, as you can see, does a very good job of being a scrolling website where the homepage does a variety of things. It provides a bunch of different buttons for you, a bunch of different various categories of the product and use of the product, and intersperses images and short blurbs about those images or buttons in order to let the user know what they're going to be clicking on or getting into. So that's another really important point is image use, small text use, not pages and pages of text, but simply just enough to let you know what page you're going to be headed to if you learn more or click on something else. So that's one I thought that was very user-friendly. Another one that that classes have explored in the past is REI. And sorry, give me 1 second. And this one, if it'll load, does a really great job of doing a similar kind of layout and design in which it's a scrolling page. Let's just go to this website then. All right, so what it does really well here Again, it has this nice kind of like idea for a search bar. What's interesting to me is that it has this kind of almost sub websites. Obviously, we're not going to get that complicated with our websites, but it's interesting in that it has, you know, this main shop REI, but then it has these sub of like outlets, used gear, adventures, classes, advice, and so forth. And then you can see that it has its subpages based on the types of activities that you're going to be doing. But so again, it has a really nice, you know, homepage layout and design, a very good use of white space and color and text to break up the page, use of buttons in order to send you to various different web pages within the website. But then also it has like these nice boxes. It almost reminds me somewhat of like Google Sites when it has that kind of layout and design. But what I thought was very useful about this site, it has a really nice approach to inserting images and then allowing that image to kind of speak for what that web page is going to be about, or using an image with, again, very small amounts of text, and then once clicking on it, you're then sent to more information and more in depth, right? And like, for instance, I think what was so intriguing about this site for me is that, for instance, I could see somebody using something similar where they had an image for, say, project one, and you clicked on it, right? And then it sends you to a much more in-depth overview of the product, but for you would be a much more in-depth overview of your project with little tiny buttons that would link to the mini assignments and the final assignment for project one, for example. And so I think that those are really helpful for thinking through, you know, and I've given you like overview of like why I picked these sites, why their homepage worked well as a viewer and a user. But I'd also like you to pay attention to some of the student examples of websites that have been created in the past for our English 3010. So for instance, if you were to take a look at the student example 1, you'll see also that this does a really nice job of utilizing similar color schemes and similar layout designs. Each page has a very similar layout, color, contrast, design, and purpose. And so it's not as if you have 5 different websites all condensed into one. It has a layout theme, color scheme, use of fonts, and so on and so forth that's universal across the pages. And this student actually used her own, this is her, these are images of her as a dancer, which I thought was really unique as well. But you can see then she has a very strong homepage, right? That has like scrolling images and very firmly establishes what her website is about, and then has overviews of her discourse community. Then she has her project 2, which is common forms of intercommunication, and project 3, and her bibliography. And so you might want to look at some of these student examples just to get a sense as to what people created in past semesters and designs that might work or be interesting to you. All right, let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I will chat with you in another video soon.